up, YouTube? Desecrated Tattoos here. Thought I'd put a vlog or whatever this thing is called out there. I'm pretty sure like nobody ever watches my vlogs. I probably get like 1 or 2 views on it. Hopefully you guys can take what I have to say out of this and and run with it, and you don't have to use it. This is just my views on things. So I had a conversation with this cat like maybe a few hours ago, and I've been sitting here thinking about it like for about a few hours. He asked like what life lesson should he learn, or what is it he should do like to keep his woman. I only told him like what I think what I think. And like he couldn't understand it, so I told him, this is what I told him. I said, in a relationship, like you're always gonna have arguments, disagreements, whatever the case may be. It's how you handle those arguments or disagreements that's gonna lead further on. So much so that I go into every argument or every conversation that I'm having with my wife, especially if I know it's been on her mind for a while, and she has something to say. So it really comes down to listening to what she has to say and then waiting until she gets all of what she has to say out and then responding. Because as men, we want to jump in when we hear something that we don't like or something we're not agreeing with. Like we always want to interject our in right then and there and fix it. But for me, what I've noticed and what I've learned is if she's speaking, just let her speak. And then at the end of whatever she's saying, then then it's on her now to allow you to have that same amount of time that she had in explaining her situation, and you either rebutting it or agreeing or whatever the case may be, but she needs to hear you out that same time. So if she talks for 2 hours and you listen for 2 hours, then she should be able to listen for 2 hours while you talk for 2 hours. And that's the way it is. So I go in there with, is this an end all be all conversation? Am I gonna get mad about this to the point where I'm gonna walk out, I'm gonna break something, I'm gonna throw something? Is this the end all be all of arguments? And if you look at it that way, chances of it being an end all, it's not. You know what I mean? So then you can go into it like, all right, bro, like, what's happening? What we got to talk about? And another thing is playing your position. It's as simple as that. If you play your position in the relationship, bro, it should be nothing to talk about. Once you stop playing your position and you stop doing the things that you need to do, or you're supposed to do, or you have to do, then that's when either her or you can go to that other person like, yo, I noticed this is going on, and why? Like, this is what you're supposed to be doing. Like, how come you're not doing your job? Or how come you're not doing what it is that you said you're gonna do? And that's that. So my position is, I'm the breadwinner. I make the money. I do. It's just what it is. My wife takes care of the house, takes care of the family, pays the bills. Now, she doesn't need to talk to me and tell me about my job, my responsibilities, until there's no money for her not to pay the bill. That's my position. So her position is, as long as there is money to pay the bills, She doesn't have to get on my case. She doesn't have to ask me why. She doesn't have to. Because I'm doing my position. I'm playing my position. And that's how I find it. And that's how I find it easy to navigate the communication. Because I still have problems communicating. I hate fucking talking to people. And my wife has told me, like, doing these, you know, gets me to talking more and opening up. And so for the men out there, bro, who are scared to tell their girl, their wife, their significant other, their man, they do whatever, like, whatever is on your mind, bro, like, don't. Women want to hear that, bro. Women want to hear when they man or they whoever they with is scared about something. You don't have to be scared, like, physically, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I can rule the world, I can beat the world up. Nah, not that type of scared. I don't have a problem with going to my wife and telling my wife, baby, I'm scared right now because I don't understand something and I need help understanding that. And it's scaring me because I should be able to understand it and get through it and over it, but I can't, and it's fucking me up. And then sit there and have a conversation, an adult conversation, instead of having to worry about what you say, if it's going to come off wrong, if it's going to come off right. None of that. My wife allows me to get my point across by any means that I know. And I'm an aggressive person by nature. That's just me. It's just how I was brought up. I'm aggressive. I'm brutally honest. I'm blunt to a fucking fault. That's me, though. That's not my wife. So when I'm having a conversation with my wife, I take my aggression out of it. I do. I have to. Because there's no way she can meet my aggression with the same intensity that I'm putting out there. And, like, why would I want to give that aggression to my wife when this is my baby? You know, and the thing I love and I respect about my wife is when I do need to get something out and I'm having trouble doing it, and I'm having trouble at least formulating the words that conveys what I need to say, my wife does, she do allow me to say it in my own way. She allows me to, if I need to cuss, if I need to, like, raise my voice and yell and get it out, my wife knows it's not directed at her. My wife knows that my frustration is so deep right now that I need to yell and get this out, and I need to, you know what I mean? Because that yelling gets, to me, that yelling gets a lot of my frustration down, and I don't mind it. Well, my wife doesn't mind it because she knows that it's not directly pointed at her. And why should it be? My wife is awesome. My wife brought me from nothing. Been with me when I had nothing, still have nothing to nothing. So yeah, I think us as men, bro, we lose that our sensitive side because we have to be so manly around our women. You know what I mean? Because our women look at us to protect them. But, like, behind closed doors, like, why can't we let that guard down? Why can't we let that guard down and let them in and let them in? We're stubborn. We're men, bro. It's just what we do. You know? But, like I said, man, these are only my point of views, my thoughts. Like, he asked me, you know, and I explained it. I went in a little bit more detail than that. But it was explained to him, and he told me he understood it. You know, and that's all I can say, man, is, like, for the young dudes out there, bro, if y'all have questions about, like, what it is, like, bro, ask them. Like, bro, it don't cost no money to ask a question, bro. Like, I'm not the smartest man, I'm not none of that, bro, but if a motherfucker asks me a question about something, bro, and I don't know it, I'll look it up. I ain't just gonna come up with an answer off the top of my head for it. I'll look it up. I'll do some research, and it's on that research that I'll tell them what it is, but then I'll tell them what I think about it. Like, everything I tell somebody, bro, is my point of view. It's not fact, it's not nothing, bro. It's just my point of view, my outlook on things, because it's just that, it's my outlook. I also want to say, like, if y'all watch this through the whole thing, and agree with it, like, you know, give me a like, comment below, you know what I mean, on what you think, how about what I just said. So I also want to say I got 53 subscribers. That's 52 more than I thought I'd ever have. And I would love to say thank you guys for the support. Thank you guys for just subscribing, bro. Thank you. I've tried to subscribe to everybody who has subscribed to me. If I have not subscribed to you, please send me a message through whatever YouTube app or whatever, and I promise you, bro, I will subscribe to your channel. I do have all my notifications on, so if anybody is putting out anything, I'm watching it. Shout out to my boys, These Knives Only, bro. I'm trying to get like you. Few people who are subscribed that are going around in that same little things on the channels that I want to do, which is about gaming, tattoos, animals, eating. But once I get more familiar with YouTube, then I'm going to start dwindling them down to just the things as far as that I'm into, as far as the animals, the tattoos. Stay tuned for some updates on some things that is some good things that are coming our way, bro. You know, we are also trying to come up with a way to do some type of some type of tattoo giveaway. We really don't know how this is going to work, but this is something that me and my wife have been talking about now for like the last month. So yeah, we're going to try to figure out how that goes, you know. So with that being said, being done, my name is Juju, Desecrated Tattoos. Thank you to my family that, you know, that is just meeting me. I appreciate it. But I will say this: if you watch this whole video to the end, I have Desecrated Tattoo Apparel shirts. So if you watched it to the end, mention something that I mentioned at the end, of maybe 12-minute and 58-second mark, somewhere around there. I don't know, whatever. First two people that do it, me and my wife will send you a Desecrated Tattoo t-shirt. So with that being said, I'm Desecrator. Thank you. Like, comment, please subscribe.